Hello, my name is Carrie Lentz, and I'm the District Vice President for Edmonton East at TD Canada Trust. TD is very proud to sponsor Eric's New Women's chapter of the Career Mentorship Program. This program will feature a series of modules designed with women in mind for professional growth and personal wellness. Please check back each month for new and exciting installments. Enjoy!
Language was the first one, of course. And it is hilarious because I knew a little bit of English, right? So when I came, as you can see, I'm not shy. So I came and I was talking to everyone in English. To me, a perfect English, right? So I started talking to everyone, and then I went to school and started learning good English. And then I started hearing the mistakes I'm making when I'm talking. So at that time, I was getting very discouraged because I thought that what's happening is I was forgetting English. So I'm like, I could speak very well when I came, and now I cannot. I'm just making mistakes. So it was very hard for me. It's still very hard, believe it or not. I still find that speaking another language is really bad. My accent is very thick. I make all these mistakes. So that's still in the process of adjusting. But it's everything is adapting to the culture. Things are done very differently here than they're in Colombia. People are very different. Then the winter, like we're from a tropical country, so coming to a winter country was very, very hard. It's beautiful. I'm not lying. I love it. But at the same time, the cold is brutal. And to be enclosed for the winter and to have this darkness, it was really hard for me. And then all the adjustment, like of course you have kids that have to go to school that also have to learn the language. For them it's quite easy, but at the same time, the husband, you both need to find a job. You need to support yourself. But yeah, all those things can be overwhelming. And one thing that I would like to tell the people who are listening to me today is when we move to a new country, what we have this tendency to want to see progress fast, to achieve everything in 6 months to a year. And then we tend to carry this heavy load on our shoulders. But it is important to remember that a professional development career developing your professional career is a marathon and it's not a sprint. So keep in mind that things happen sequentially, one after the other, and this process takes time. And what is very important to me is that we don't want to lose our families or our health in the process of adjusting. So I think it all comes down to prioritizing and goal setting. So what happens to me, I still do this. I stop and look at what is happening in my life. Do I like what is happening? Am I happy? How are things working for me? And how I am working towards meeting my priorities and my goals. And based on the responses I give to myself, I course correct and keep going. So another thing that is very important to me that I think helped us tremendously in this adaptation process was the community. So you need to find a community or build your own community, strengthen your relationship with your spouse and children. That is super important. I would not be where I am if it weren't for my husband's support and for my son's encouragement to keep going, and as well with the help of the community. So this is it really takes the town to be able to move forward. I find it very, very easy to get caught up on our obligations with the world. And that is what is very important, to keep that list of your priorities and goals and you make yourself one of those priorities. I learned that I need to be full to be able to give. So for a clear example, some days I am not myself. I wake up and I'm so tired and I'm exhausted and a little bit sad sometimes. And especially during COVID, when we have back-to-back Zoom meetings, sometimes I don't see it. Like I'm tired, but I try to smile during my meetings. Everyone figures out, like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? You seem tired, you seem more quiet. And then all of a sudden, the entire team is down. So I'm bringing down everyone with my tiredness and my sadness of whatever is going on with me. I bring the entire team down. And I have noticed that over and over again. And the same thing happens at home. So yes, we need to be full to be able to give, right? And I think this question ties up with the previous question you just asked, because I was lucky to find this community that taught me how to meditate, how to do yoga, breathing techniques, and that helped me to have my daily boost of energy and peace of mind. And I also was able to find partners to exercise with me. So I have convinced this friend to come to my house at 6 a.m. in the morning every day to exercise. Now, no, because of COVID, but in the past. So surround yourself with lovely friends and community and people that you trust and that are there for you and for your family in times of need. And know that you're not alone. You may feel alone and you may find yourself alone right now, but you don't need to be. Get out there and find or build a community. Serve in the community, make some friends, and you will see how this will be a tremendous help in your life to feel full as well. Treat yourself often. So a couple of small things today may do the trick. For example, have a nice tea in the morning while you're watching the sunset or the sunrise. Go for a little walk. If you don't have time to go for an hour walk, go for a 5-minute walk. Have your favorite chocolates. Treat yourself once in a while. Or cook your favorite dish when you were 7. Or call a family member or a friend. Meditate, exercise. Of course, don't try to do all the same things at the same time, because that's what we tend to do. So I'm giving you a list and you're check, and then you are overwhelmed again. No, 1 or 2 things, 1 or 2 small changes can make a huge difference in your life. So here's what I will tell you. Make an appointment with yourself. Set up an hour for yourself. If you have kids, get a friend or your husband or someone or your spouse or someone to help take care of the kids, and just be with yourself. Treat yourself with a nice coffee or tea or the beverage of your choice, and think really hard about your goals and your priorities, and decide, what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to do professionally or otherwise? And then match it with realistic dates or timelines. Okay, once you know what you really want, I would encourage you to reach out to organizations like ERIAC, because they will find you connectors or mentors who can help you polish your plan and show you what are the steps that you need to take to get where you want to be. Mentors at ERIAC can help you identify if you have knowledge or training gaps that you need to fill. They will help you identify what Canadian credentials you need to have, if you need to bridge the ones that you brought from back home, or if what you have is enough for you to get a job. They will help connect you and expand your professional network, help you review your CV, your resume, and your cover letter and polish it to do it in the Canadian way. You will be surprised. Like, for example, in Colombia, we put in our CV what our age, if we're married or not, if we have kids or not, and we put a picture on it. None of that is used in a Canadian CV. So I was taught all those things at the beginning through a similar program in London, Ontario, when I moved to Canada. So they will help you with that. They will help you prepare for interviews and connect you with organizations for volunteering positions if you want to volunteer. So I have been a mentor myself, and it's very nice to see how the mentees evolve over time and how they find jobs. It is beautiful. So I encourage you to do that. And if you are the type of person that doesn't like to be in an organized setting, so just replay what I just said, make yourself a checklist and start working with that. Networking is very important.